What's up, everyone? Marc Lobliner, TigerFitness.com. Check it out, guys. So, big trending news in tennis. Another PED issue, performance-enhancing drug from Maria Sharapova. Now, she is, I believe, the highest paid women's athlete right now. So basically, she was popped for a substance that you might not have ever heard of. And I saw this and I'm like, there's no way this can be a performance-enhancing drugs. And the substance is Meldonium. Now, she failed a drug test. It occurred at the 2016 Australian Open. And all this stuff I'm reading right now was printed from our content site. First link down below, content.tigerfitness.com. She claims she didn't know it because it also goes by another name, which is all she knew of it. Now, also, when she started taking it, it wasn't banned by WADA, or the World Anti-Doping Administration or Association. So it got banned and she didn't stop taking it. What this drug is, it's an anti-ischemic drug that was only recently declared a banned substance. Now, the thing about this is, will it have that great of an effect on performance? Probably not. Or bodybuilders or other people would be in pop for it left and right. Again, she's the highest earning female tennis player each of the last 11 years. She faces a stiff penalty as much as a 4-year ban. It's also known as mildronate, mildronates, quaterine, met88, and THP. It's a small market cardiac drug often retailed online in Eastern European countries. They use it as a performance enhancer. It demonstrates an increase, this is according to a 2015 study by the journal Drug Testing and Analysis, in endurance performance of athletes, improved rehabilitation after exercise, protection against stress, and enhanced activation of central nervous system. So this would help her play. And again, when you get to the levels of play that is required by professional athletics like tennis, baseball, football, any little bit helps. Now, I have very mixed feelings on this. As someone who's promoting the 2016 uprising on June 25th, an IFPA pro show and pro qualifier, which means that it's natural, it's tested, it's both urine tested for the winners and polygraphed for all of the competitors. Now, there is a natural alternative to the NPC and NABA and IFBB in bodybuilding. However, in other sports, there is no natural NFL. There is no natural baseball. There is no natural tennis. It's just one big organization. However, they do abide by rules by WADA. So by an athlete agreeing to participate at the highest levels, they agree to abide by those rules, which means they should not be taking those performance-enhancing drugs. However, unlike bodybuilding, which there's absolutely no money in, okay, tennis, I mean, she's making, I don't know how much money she made, but again, the highest earning female, you're looking at millions of dollars. Alex Rodriguez, millions of dollars. You know, everybody in the NFL, Peyton Manning got accused of doing GH this year. Millions of dollars. You're looking at the difference between competing for a trophy in bodybuilding versus millions of dollars. And if you can take something that will improve your play even 1%, in my opinion, that's enough for a lot of people to take risks. In fact, I don't know where the source is, but I believe that 50% of Olympic athletes would give up, I believe, 6 to 10 years off their life for a gold medal or some statistic like that. And as someone who competes and has competed at a high level, even just in bodybuilding, I've seen people who will take certain risks just to win and get to the top. And that's not competing with nearly as much money as she is. So I have mixed feelings. On one note, we want to see the best of the best. We watch baseball, football, tennis, golf even. We want to see home runs. We want to see this girl hit the ball 150 miles an hour. And if she's the best of the best, who cares if she's on drugs as long as she hits the ball hard? However, when trying to promote an equal and level playing field, then she has to abide by the rules. However, what is an equal playing field? Because we're not all equal. For example, where I played at Culver City High School in California, we had a makeshift weight room. It was a good weight room, but it wasn't great. And we had no nutrition program. We played Beverly Hills High School, who had everything from nutritionists to great trainers to a great campus, and we still kicked their ass nonetheless. However, you had that discrepancy where you had the haves and the have-nots. Now you got a lot of these Olympic athletes training at the best facilities, best trainers in the world from the age of 2-year-old on up. And then you got someone who's grown up in the ghetto. Let's say someone grew up like me, or someone grew up like someone else who's not like being able to afford all the greatest trainers in the world. Or my daughter. My daughter has some of the greatest soccer trainers in the Midwest on her team at all times because we have the means to do it. I didn't have that when I was a kid. It was my goal as a parent to be able to provide that, and I'm able to, thank God. However, is that fair? Is that fair that she is that an unfair competitive advantage that she, from the age of 4 on up, was able to be trained with the greatest of the greatest of the greatest versus someone who grows up where I grew up, let's say near Inglewood, California, who doesn't have any of that, who only has his street ball and his cousin teaching him how to play? To say what's fair and unfair is a very, very delicate balance. So my opinion on this matter is, unfortunately, she needs to be punished. She is abiding, and she signed something as a professional tennis player, abiding by the rules of WADA. This also enters into another area which will affect my niche, and that's bodybuilding. You have organizations like WMBF, now the OCB, who feeds the WMBF, and DFAC following blindly on WADA. In my opinion, WADA is some of the dumbest shit ever, okay? WADA is an organization that bans caffeine. WADA bans things that shouldn't be banned. WADA has a ban on glycerol. Glycerol is found in most of the pre-workouts. It's harmless, okay? It basically helps you hydrate your muscles. It's not a big deal, yet it's banned. So you have the WMBF and all these organizations run by people who can't fucking read or think for themselves. And then you have people like the ANBF and IFPA who have a WADA base, but also read it using common sense and adjust it. So you can use things that are just commonsensically innocuous, okay? Like higenamine, like glycerol, like caffeine. So that's where you got to rule out the organization. Now, bodybuilding's different because we have the take everything you can to win in the NPC and then NABA, and then you also have the guidelines provided by that organization you compete in natural bodybuilding. However, as for Maria, unfortunately, there is no option for her. She took a drug, whether she knew she was taking it or not, she was taking it, and I got to give her credit. She's owned up to it, says she did take it, isn't trying to blame it on some supplement she bought at GNC. She's doing what she needs to do. So, props to her for doing that. However, based on the rules and the guidelines of the sport and what she has signed, she's got to be punished. Whether right or wrong, don't blame the player, blame the game. I'm Marc Lobliner, TigerFitness.com, hoping to get my voice back before the Australian Games Tour starting next week. And that's not a game. Boom!